Hey Snake, I bet you must be happy that they announced Mileena for MK11 on your birthday. Well, no. People are going to ask me about this no matter what, so even if it's only 2-3 minutes, I may as well talk about it. So, we got the Kombat Pack 2 official reveal trailer for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which suggests that this is the final set of content for the game. However, there have apparently been leaks or data mines or something to suggest there will be more characters. Who knows at this point? But this pack, which will be coming out in November, gives us 3 characters. Mileena, Rain, and John Rambo, who is actually voiced by Sly Stallone. Much like how we had Chad Peter Weller versus Virgin Arnold, now we have Chad Stallone versus Virgin Arnold. I'm so glad it's actually Stallone and not just some sound-alike who sounds nothing like him. So there's not much to glean from this trailer because it is, you know, pre-rendered cinematic stuff. Although Mileena is being voiced by Kari Walgren, who is also Kitana. Though I'm not too fond of the voice from what we've heard so far. There is actually a little message from her on Twitter thanking Mileena's fans, you know, using that voice. And I'm not too fond of how it sounds for now, but, you know, I'm gonna have to hear it more in context, you know, in the actual game, not just for some weird little comedic message to the fans. The actual designs of the characters are fine. Rambo's about what you'd expect. Rain and Mileena look fine. Mileena has got her old mouth back. That's nice. I'm glad to see that. Which does seem to confirm my suspicion that the mouth was only changed in MKX in the first place for the kiss scene with Devora. This also does confirm that Mileena is indeed a cannibal because she eats a Tarkatan. Not great. I do worry as far as the customization goes. First off, Rain and Mileena, they're guaranteed to get the classic ninja skins, right? Rain is going to get the MK2 one and Mileena is going to get the MK2 and 3 ones. That's obvious, they exist. It's easy to make for those characters. I mean, that's the reason those classic costumes keep getting brought back. It's not just for nostalgia pandering, it's because it's cheap and easy, because they can basically make one model, swap what head's on it, and boom, with 3 different textures, you have 3 different costumes. And you can charge just as much for that as you would for 3 distinct new models. And people fall for it every time. So they're obviously going to get those costumes. We're probably going to get Ultimate MK3 ninjas for males finally soon. But I wonder if they will be counted among the normal costumes that those 2 characters have, because the DLC characters get 4 distinct costumes each, and I really do worry that they might try and be lazy with it and just have those skins here, or alternatively charge extra for them. What they really should do, I feel like is the only good option here, is to give them 4 distinct models but also have the classic skins for the characters by default. If not as part of the release, at least later, like you bring that out as like a little free pack, here's the costumes for them, and maybe hold off on releasing it until you add Ermac or Reptile, because I still can't get over the fact that Ermac has a unique design made just for MK11 and he's not used anywhere. He's not in the story, even in the background of a cutscene, which is fucking baffling. He's not playable. I feel like at some point they have to make him playable, right? They have to make him a playable character in this game at some point. It's just weird that they've not done that yet. Another worry I have is with regards to the gear. Rain's obviously going to have his mask and punching daggers. The other will be either the chest piece or some kind of headgear, or maybe some dumb bullshit on his belt that you can't even see. For Mileena, it's obviously going to be mask, sai, and something else, maybe gloves, or what would be really cool would be if you could customize her hair or her mouth, so you could have the MKX lips if you wanted. Highly doubtful. It's probably just going to be her gloves. The issue here is, particularly with Mileena, how many of those masks and how many of those sai are going to be distinct compared to what we already have for Kitana? Because you see that with other characters, you know, the 3 characters with sunglasses, Terminator, Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage, their sunglasses are all very samey. Then you got the masks for the characters. The male ones are all very similar, the female ones are all very similar. There aren't many gear items that multiple characters have where they are distinct between characters. Mileena might be able to get some cool looking, more evil looking masks with mouths on them and stuff like that, but the sai are going to be largely what Kitana already has. It's one of the reasons why I feel like for stuff like that, they really should have made a large pool that all those characters just draw from. So here's the female masks, all of them can have them. Here's the male masks, here's all the sunglasses. Anyone who has these items can draw from them. That really is the way they should have gone with this. So I'm not too excited about the customization potential. There's not really much to look forward to on that front, I think. As for how the character's going to play, I can't imagine, other than Rambo using a lot of guns, Mileena having her teleport and roll moves and throwing her sai, you know, the stuff you expect Mileena to have. Because, you know, at a certain point, a character's been in so many MK games, you kind of know what to expect from them. It's how Mileena always plays, so, I mean, if you're into that, that's fine, but it's not like it's anything notable, anything that stands out. They'll probably experiment a bit more with Rain, give him some more water-based attacks, and Rambo's got all his guns, so, you know, I just don't feel a whole lot of excitement as far as the possibilities I do find it funny that the game is getting a physical release. There'll even be a collector's edition, at least on next gen. I don't know if the PS4 version and Xbox One version will, but I know next gen's getting it, where it's basically the collector's edition from the vanilla release, but Sub-Zero themed, so it's Sub-Zero's mask, and the Dragon Magnet is blue now. And it looks cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm definitely glad to have something for a collector's edition that isn't fucking Scorpion related for once. But I do look at this and think, has there ever been a release of anything that has been so quickly undermined and made completely redundant than the MK11 Aftermath physical release? Because that'll be about 6 months old or so by the time this new version comes out. Absolute waste of time. All that's really left to say is the Time Warrior skin pack that's part of the pre-order. So it's noob in some kind of sci-fi gear with a mask that looks like it came from Cabal's customization. We get Liu Kang with this, I have no idea what it's even supposed to be based on. I mean, granted it's nice that he gets a decent looking costume for fucking once, but it doesn't really suit him all that well. And then you have Scarlet in an outfit that is very clearly based on her outfit from the comic. As for whether or not I'll use these three, I probably won't use the Liu Kang one unless we can get extra customization slots. Seriously guys, now that Mileena is in the game, all you guys who kept saying, Mileena, put Mileena in the game, keep pushing to get more customization slots. Because it's ridiculous that they're still adding more costumes and not giving us more slots to use them. And hey, by the way, if you are fine with just 5 slots, cool. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a shit that you're fine with 5 customization slots. Nobody fucking cares. A lot of people want to be able to use the costumes they're buying without having to go into customization every goddamn time they want to change from one of these 5 they can have. But yeah, I will be using Scarlet and probably Noob because I have a Cyber Noob one and this would be good for that, and I've already got a Scarlet one set aside that is as close as I can get to the comic version, so yeah, but the actual pack is kind of weak. I feel like there's a lot more you could have done with it, you know, maybe try and theme it around the new characters. Maybe have some kind of action movie costume for Johnny Cage, although Johnny's got plenty of costumes, so maybe not him, but someone. Then you go with some kind of royalty-themed outfit to go with Prince Rain. Maybe a costume for Baraka that in some way complements Mileena. You know, something like that. What am I hoping for with the costumes? Well, I think we'll get one costume that's a previous one. Other than the classics, I think at most we'll get one that's a previous costume. For Mileena, probably one of her costumes from MKX. What I would really hope for would be either the Deception outfit or that MKX concept that was based on it but with pants. Those are my 2 main choices. It'd be cool if we get both even, since what they do is they'll have basically 2 costumes with 2 variations each, but I doubt we'll get either of those. Oh, then again, NetherRealm might say, well, Mileena is the kind of character who would use sex appeal, so it's fine for her to have a sexy outfit. I mean, it works for Twindell. And then for Rain, I could definitely see them bringing back the MKX look, even if just because we've never been able to actually play with that. I think if they were to add one in, that would be a really good choice to have. Although I am really partial to the Armageddon look, I think that was a really good one. But what I think is the most realistic as far as any returning costumes are the MKX look for Rain, maybe with an alternate version that gives him a shirt, which, you know, you could use that to give him basically Armageddon and MKX. And for Mileena, her Carnum outfit from MKX. Now, the real question here is MK11 Ultimate. Obviously that sounds final, and the fact that they're going with another collector's edition really makes it feel like this is the end of it. But again, there have been data mines and leaks that suggest there will be more content down the line, more characters. Because from what I hear, there's supposed to be like 3 to 5 more characters. You never know how much you can trust stuff like that. So I'm not going to start planning for the critique yet. Yes, like I said, the critique will be when the game is fully done, its content cycle, it's all out. Then I can get started on that at some point. But like I've said, we don't know for sure that this is going to be the end of MK11's content. So we're just going to have to wait, see if they add more content, because, you know, I kind of get the feeling that they probably will. There are also some suggestions that there might be another story mode. I mean, I guess it could be funny if it's like Shang Tsung creates Mileena in his timeline, and then Mileena and Rain go on adventures together during the main plot or during Aftermath. Who knows? So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. Can't guarantee that this is the end of the content or that there's going to be more. Just be patient and pray that they don't somehow completely fuck up Mileena in this game. I mean, I just did that video about the LGBT stuff. Are they going to bring that to the forefront? And if they do, how well will that be handled? What will her relationship with Twindell be like? Will she be like, haha, Mileena, you are my true daughter, for you are evil like me. We are both evil and always have been evil. God, could you imagine if they tried to play up Mileena's sympathetic aspects and made her less evil than Sindel? Could you imagine? Yes, you could. I think that's everything. Go away, I'm 29, I don't have time for this.